We were practically sitting in the back row of another reading, listening to another author. Near the end of the day, he wanted to hear an adult book author. I did not want to listen to an adult writer. Joe had read lots of adult books to me ever since I could remember. He let me interrupt him and ask questions when I didn't know a word, or when I could not figure out what on earth the author was talking about. Once he read a play called Waiting for Godot. It's got only 4 characters in it, and Joe did all the voices so I'd know who was talking. I'm glad he did because the play is hard to understand. He said it's about how bleak and dreary life is for some people. Well, of course life is bleak and dreary, I pointed out. These 2 tramps just wait around on an empty road for some guy to show up. And he doesn't. Show up, I mean. After that, he read another play called Death of a Salesman, and I became heartily sick of adults being bleak and dreary. Then came The Importance of Being Earnest, which sounded like another serious problem, but it turned out to be very silly. Anyway, I absolutely refused to listen to this adult author and began my campaign. Jean Little's over there. You know I love her books. There is no logical reason why you can't stay here and I go listen to her.
Keep away from that photographer. You hear me?
Why? What's the big deal?
I don't want a photo of you in a paper,
he answered.
You know that.
That was before. That was when you were worried about Mother's family. But you said it didn't matter anymore. You said we're safe.
Do you want to go home? Right now. Do you?
No. He watched me until I took my seat in the back row, out in front of ye old one-room schoolhouse. Soon other people blocked me from his view, and when he turned away, I jumped up and changed seats so that I was in the front row and could almost pat Jean Little's seeing eye dog. An aside, everybody knows you're not supposed to pat someone's seeing eye dog. I soon figured out how this gig worked. If I asked the author a bunch of questions and acted precocious, the photographer would notice me. And that's what happened. I said things like, I really love your books, and how long does it take you to write a book? And I want to write books when I grow up. I didn't particularly, but authors like to hear this stuff. And I told her what my favorite book was. I heard the click, click, click of the camera, and I tossed my hair off my face and smiled, all the while my heart pounding with the thrill of it and the fear of what I was doing.
Your folks okay with me taking a couple of shots?
The photographer asked. Not a problem, I lied, digging my fingernails into my palms.
You sure are a big fan. Can I have your name?
Rebecca Green. Green with an E.
And why are you here today, Rebecca Green with an E?
My cue. Books are my life. I devour books. I read all day and pretend I know the people in the books and make up more adventures for them with me in them too. I added the cherry on top. And it's my birthday today. He wrote it all down and smiled.
Happy birthday.
Are you sure I'll be in the paper?
The Village Times next Thursday. I'll make sure you get in, a pretty girl like you.
I blushed. I wasn't pretty, even though Phoebe said I was. Joe doesn't believe in that stuff, calling attention to yourself with trendy clothes or fashionable haircuts. If forced to describe my appearance, I would have to honestly say I was a cross between a beanbag chair and a sheepdog. I looked up and saw Joe staring, and my tummy clenched. He put down the book he was buying and almost flew across the clearing. I ran and watched from behind ye old porta-potty. He grabbed the photographer's arm, and the photographer stiffened, but he showed his camera, and Joe peered into the screen, and then I saw the photographer do something.